40 minutes to the bounce. Not much of a crowd yet. A match requires intense concentration for 2 hours. If you just drift away for a second, you're going to miss something. Bare basics for a sports photographer are a telephoto, a 70-200 and a wide angle. So right from the start, you probably want to have those essential items. Another essential item for tonight, the radio. So while you're shooting, the commentators are looking at what else is happening on the ground. Gives you a heads up as to injuries, big moments, that kind of stuff. So
95% sure that Trent Cotchin is out of the game tonight. We know that he came off the ground, went down.
I'm going to get a photo of him on the bench. Could be a bit of a news story. Always important to listen. The biggest misconception about being an AFL photographer is you just work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you sit on the boundary, you get the best seats in the house, and it's the easiest job in the world. People don't realise the physical strain there is. You're lugging heavy equipment around all the time. And there's pressure there. There's pressure to file as you're going. You know, the clubs, the AFL news desk, they're relying on your pictures from the night to feed their social channels. I'll be there until at least midnight tonight and going through my edits. Closer to the match, you just sort of start to zone in on stories and what could make for great pictures tonight. A lot of people probably wouldn't know, but I actually used to be a graphic designer. Just sort of started shooting VFL games, built up a folio, got to know other photographers, and yeah, eventually doors started to open. Probably the most memorable game at the G, I would say, would be the 2010 drawn grand final. There was such an eerie feeling after the match when that siren went and this weird storm blew over the ground straight after. It was kind of like the ghosts of '66 just hanging around or something. It was quite bizarre. People ask me, you know, what other photographers inspire me. I actually don't want to sort of look at other people's work too much. I don't want a preconceived notion on how to shoot something. So that's kind of a bit of a philosophy I have. I don't want to be sort of boxed in by any ideas on how something should be shot. So we're heading into the photographer's room now. Still an hour and a half before the game starts. Going to go through the brief with Dylan, who I'm shooting with tonight. Familiarise ourselves with any news stories or anything that might be happening, prepare for the game. This rain was not part of the plan. The bigger the game, the better the photos get. The bigger the moments, the more excited the players get it as well, I think. Tonight, for example, could be the difference between a top 4 finish for either of these sides. So kicking a goal in the last minute could define a season. The bigger the moment, the better the photos, I guess, is one way of looking at it. So it's 7:30 now. I've got 20 minutes before the bounce. Basher Hooley will be coming out with his kids. I've just been sent a text message from their media manager. It's telling me to make sure I get lots of pictures of that. How'd you go with those mascots? 3 of them? Very good.
Still a great feeling to lead a team out onto the MCG.
And Basher Hooley with both Sarah and Mariam, his 2 daughters.
That was a bit hectic because they had 2 mascots as well as Basher's kids, so there were kids everywhere. $7:40 now. Next thing's the coin toss.
Ready to go. MCG Friday night, round 19, Collingwood and Richmond.
Need to caption every photo that we send, so Ben Crocker of the Magpies. I'll then take it into Photoshop, do a quick crop, just correct the levels a little bit. Got an action that sharpens it and sends it to my to send folder, which is here. Hit upload, and that's gone to the AFL Photos site. I'm pretty much always horizontal when the play is over the other side of the ground or in the middle of the ground. As soon as it comes a little bit closer to me, say around 30 metres away, I flip to vertical then. It's all about just trying to fit as much as you can into the frame. Really strong photo of Tom Lynch celebrating here. I think tells the story of the first half. He's kicked 4 goals, got Matthew Scharenberg behind him cursing. So 3/4 time now. Head out to the huddles, get some pictures of the coaches. So I found a nice little gap of shoot Hardwick in there.
So the Tigers still wanting to drill this home. Presti and Lynch.
Right, game's over. Time to get out there, get some celebration. Put the wide angle on, flash, 70 to 200, and we're good to go.
He's such an integral part in this team. 200 games, 5% of players that play 200.
Not much else happening down here, so that's probably about it for the rooms, I'd say. I mean, with most things in life, you kind of speak to people with experience and you just learn from them. Hopefully I can pass a few of those tips on to other photographers now, I guess.